Hi guys, assalamu alaikum and welcome back channel. If you're new here, my name is Anavuya and welcome. So in this video I will be sharing my journey in Islam and when I took my shahada, mashallah. And in the future I will just share my ups and downs in being a Muslim revert and my new life basically, and I'm excited to show you guys that and share that. Basically my convert slash revert story. It's not that long and there wasn't there was a big revelation, but what led to it wasn't like something huge or anything like that, but I will share that. So I never really had a strong belief system as a child. Not really. Like I hardly even when I went, like my mom would beg me to go with her. I was never comfortable in church, and my mom went to a spiritual church. It's called Universal Church, and it used to scare me as a child because they used to do, I don't know what it's called, man. They would pray, I think, and then a person would start acting like they were possessed or something like that. That used to scare me. And when those people would come about, I would pray that they don't go to my mom because I would never want to see her like that ever. It was just scary. So I just wanted to stay away from that. Anyway, as I grew older, I prayed obviously because we went to school and we had Bible studies. Every morning we had like not assembly, because assembly we used to have in at the hall, but we used to have it at the back of the class. Would sit on the carpet, and yeah, man. I knew the Bible and I prayed and stuff like that. But as I grew older, life became challenging. Like a lot happened. A lot of traumatic things happened, and so in those situations you're like, where is God? Why is God allowing these things to happen to me? And so I became angry at God. I was angry at God. I stopped praying. I can't say I became an atheist, but I just wanted nothing to do with God. Wanted nothing. I was furious because here I am suffering and suffering and suffering for a very long time, basically my entire life. Basically my entire life. And when those things were happening, I kept on saying everything happens for a reason. God wouldn't give me something that I can't handle every time, up until to a point where I was like, child, this is not it. This is not it. So basically I've just been in like a long search of wanting to believe in something. I really did wanted to believe in something. It's not like I never wanted to believe in anything. I wanted to believe in something. And so there was science, obviously. Science in high school it saved me. It basically saved me. I used to eat, breathe science, and even after school we'd have questions for our science teacher. We'd ask him questions and stuff like that. But there was so much beauty in science, you guys. There's so much beauty that I was like, there has to be a higher power at this. There has to be. Even my science teacher said that at some point. We asked him, I can't remember exactly, but we asked him, how does he find a balance? Because he believed in God. How does he find a balance? And he explained, I can't remember the explanation, but it was along the lines of, God is responsible for all of this. And I was like, yes, it has to be. But my faith and everything, it was non-existent. It was non-existent. Fast forward to last year, 2020, beginning of quarantine. We had our first quarantine lockdown, in March. It lasted for quite a while, the level 5, where we were not allowed to go anywhere. Now, I like to learn. Like when I'm in a good mental space, I just like to learn about different cultures, politics, different countries. I study the map for fun. I study the map for fun. I want to know more. I always want to know more. And so I was like, I have all this time in the world. And it would be awful of me to just waste it and not put it to good use. And so I started small, like Netflix, this is what I did. I was like, I always watch the usual Hollywood stuff, even besides Netflix in general. Growing up, I mean, there was a time, there was a time in primary school, child, we wrote our American dream and stuff like that. And so we were always fed this America thing, you get what I'm saying? I just started small by changing what I'm watching. I started watching Asian series, films. My love for K-drama started then. It was series, and then it was documentaries. I started with this other Japanese reality show, Terrace House. Oh my goodness. It is my favorite thing in the world even now. It was amazing to see that culture, to see how people interact, the relationships between girl and boy, and how they go out, go on dates and stuff like that, the steps and stuff like it was just, for me, it was eye-opening. Went from that, I went to K-drama, even African movies. I mean, we watched Africa Magic, but I just wanted to go beyond that. I will include a list of the movies and series that I'm talking about, and I learned so much. And everyone who's around me, especially my cousin, I let her watch those things because it is eye-opening. I don't like stereotypes. I do not like stereotypes, and we've always been fed stereotypes through media. And so my thing was always just going out there, doing research and finding out more. You get what I'm saying? And so, oh, I'm rambling now. So yeah, movies. Yeah, and then I went to Middle East / Arabic movies. I found this movie, it's my favorite movie till now, Ali's Wedding. It's a rom-com, it's comedy, and it's based on a true story. What I loved most about it is I've never, in my entire life before that, have ever seen a Muslim family portrayed in such a positive light that way. In my entire life, and last year I was 23, in my entire life, I have never, it's literally just a normal family. I don't know what I thought in my mind. I just don't know what I thought the dynamics would be. I don't know, but it was amazing for me. It was amazing for me. And it's a funny movie, okay? It's a hilarious movie. Even seeing Muslim dads like that, just so tender and loving to their children. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it was just eye-opening. And then I watched Sandstorm. It's also an amazing movie. And so with that put together, because with the African movies as well, there were Muslims. And so I was like, let me just read more. Let me get into the research of this. I have to find out more. During that time, it was 3 months. I started in April. And my life changed. Those 3 months, people were dying, a lot was happening, but my life was changing. I just started becoming a new person. And a puzzle. It was like everything was coming together for me. Everything was coming together. And this was going to be my new path. I just knew it. I never questioned anything. I just knew that this was going to be my new path. It all made sense. The Quran just made sense. It all made sense, and something amazing just happens as you read and as you know more. And by the time it was July, my funding got approved and I moved into this other house, and my landlords turned out to be Muslim. My landlords turned out to be Muslim. I actually got the English Quran from Uncle, which is one of my landlords. They were married. So I got that, and I got some DVDs as well. I got a hijab from Auntie, a hijab that matched with a mask. And so it just became even more interesting. I was like, and so fast forward to 2021, I still hadn't taken my shahada. I wanted to be intentional. I always want to be intentional. And in being intentional, obviously I'm going to make mistakes, but I didn't want to make mistakes, but obviously I'm going to make mistakes. and I wanted to know more before I got into it. And so I finally took my shahada. It was 3 months ago, and my mom was my witness. From then on, I mean, my life was changing before, but from that moment since, I found peace. I found peace. Alhamdulillah, I found peace. I found peace, and I found purpose. And each and every day of my life, I felt love. I felt love. Even I'm a person that suffers with bipolar depression and anxiety. But let me tell you, the load isn't as heavy anymore because I know that I am not alone. I am well aware of the fact that I am not alone. I am loved, and Allah sees me. Allah has got me. Okay? My path is clear. My goals, I will achieve them. My life has meaning. It's every day of my life just changing. Basically just changing and praising Allah. There's a lot to learn, obviously. I still have to go to the mosque. I still haven't gone to the mosque. I am anxious. Obviously, I'm anxious. I'm very anxious. But I'm excited for it. And what makes me feel more at ease with this whole new journey, I have to give it to them, my parents. I have supportive parents when it comes to this. My mom is Christian. My dad is Mormon. And I'm Muslim. And each of us does their own thing. Like, they respect what I'm doing, okay? No one has ever made any negative comments, ever. I remember the first time I went out with the hijab. I was with my mom and we went shopping. Like, she never made any comments. She just asked if I'm comfortable. Obviously there were stares, but I wasn't as anxious as I could have been because I was with my mom. Yeah, man, they are supportive of me. It makes me feel at ease that I'm in a space, a safe space where I can be me, basically, and that makes me happy. Like, I'm so grateful for that. Alhamdulillah, I am so grateful for that. So yeah, and with being a hijabi, I'm going to be a hijabi eventually. That's what I want to do. It's going to be soon, I think, but I also don't think I'm going to have like a day where I decide, like, I don't think it's going to be an active decision where I'm like, okay, I'm a hijabi today. I think it's just going to happen, but I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm taking my time with it just to get comfortable with it. I also look forward to it. What I like about this, but at the same time, what makes it difficult about it, for me personally, is that every new journey has steps. You can't go from step 1 to 100 just like that. You just can't. And obviously you will fall and you have to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. It gives you time to yourself. It gives you time to get to know yourself as well. It's sort of like a self-discovery type of thing while you have Allah by your side. I'm taking everything one at a time. I get overwhelmed sometimes, of course, but what I want, like the biggest piece for me that I want to feel, is having Muslim friends. I want to have Muslim friends. I want to have people around me with the same way of living, just Muslim sisters around me. I need that. It was a difficult decision for me. I went back and forth if I wanted to share this part of my life, but this is literally my life. Like, this is me now, and I'm comfortable in sharing it. I really am. I was never and am not afraid of what people will say. No. And I was like, why not? You know, why not? This is me. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me and my convert / revert story. And please tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support. So I will see you next time. Bye.